Listen, I wanted to do a story on Greta Thunberg, but the first lady that I'm going to address in this one, it's Tommy Lahren at the bottom. Why could you find Fox News? Of course it's going to be Fox News that's doing this. Why do you have to find the only person more detestable on this earth than Greta Thunberg is Tommy Lahren? Because at least Greta Thunberg is unapologetically Greta Thunberg. Tommy Lahren purports to be this tradcon dream, but all of a sudden, whenever she's hard pressed, all of a sudden all men become trash, and that she just throws the conservative organization that put her on the map under the bus. Very interesting, but this isn't a Tommy Lahren shit show. We've got other times to dissect her proclivities. So we're going to talk about Greta Thunberg becoming the latest in a long line of honorary doctors. I don't know why. Why Finland? Well, we'll delve into that, of course. But unless she's getting a PhD in acting, the fine arts, because if it's anything to do with science, like I'm hard pressed to take this seriously. Oh, I'm not going to anyways. Climate activist Greta Thunberg is to be awarded an honorary doctorate from the University of Helsinki's theology department in late spring. The 20-year-old. I wonder how this resonates with people who spend like 100 stacks in order to get a worthless BA in fine arts. Okay. Getting a $250,000 in debt for a PhD, 8 years of your life, and they're just handing it out to one of the greatest actors in the 21st century. I wonder what that's like. Anyways, but yes. Oh, she's getting it from the theology department from the University of Helsinki. Delicious. Yo, Finland's putting on a Swede. Interesting. Okay, I didn't make that connection until they just pointed it out. Okay. Was named Monday among 30 of the individuals to be awarded the title of Doctor Honoris Causa, university's highest recognition. Why though? Why? What? Okay, listen, I understand. It's like climate change and all of this hysteria is synonymous with Greta Thunberg, but what has she actually done? Like, okay, Al Gore, he's received an honorary doctorate, and we've got a list of other people who have as well for fewer achievements, but he at least set up an entire grift, put some facts together for a couple of very, very shady, unscientific films, but he popularized quite a bit of the lexicon. Greta, on the other hand, is on a first-name basis with a bunch of the higher authorities in Europe in order to stage an arrest or two. Like, why? Okay, the university's, highest recognition among the most high-profile names on this list include Sauli Niinisto, Finland's president since 2012, who has been appointed an honorary doctorate in philosophy. Great, fantastic. Thank God they give those away, because you would be retarded in order to pursue that through financial means. But I understand that the university system is a little bit different over in Europe, where they don't have those gigantic defense bills and they just rely on the United States to fund all of NATO to keep them safe. But then at the same time have the audacity to say that the United States needs to do more when it comes to NATO conflicts. But that's another topic for another story. The ceremony will take place in May. How adorable. I wonder, oh my God, this is also just kind of a sad reality as well. What's going to happen first? Is Greta Thunberg going to give some fucking rehearsed and unscientific doomsday speech while she receives her honorary doctorate? Or will the Tate brothers be released from their undue detention in Romania? I wonder what's going to happen first. I have a sad feeling about this, but who legitimately fucking cares? Realistically, it's just what, the red squeaky nose or the rainbow wig on top of this entire fucking clown show, okay? A 20-year-old spurg getting a fucking honorary doctorate for what? For what? I don't know, maybe to memorialize the fact that she peaked when she was 16 and hasn't been, hitting like that since her jowls grew in. Sucks to suck, I guess. But she joins the hallowed halls of other entertainers like Celine Dion, Ben Affleck, Kanye West, Bill Cosby. Oh, another would-be chemist. So that actually all kind of makes sense. Actually, controversial take. Bill Cosby was the first victim of the Me Too movement, and you run the receipts on any of that stuff, and it all really doesn't add up. You got Gloria Allred. You've got all of the predictable cry bullies that were just trying to run the pockets of one of the most accomplished degenerate black entertainers of all time, trying to take him down ahead of the societal decay that we're seeing right now. I think probably the best video on this subject, I did one, but it wasn't nearly as in-depth as Razor Fist's video from back in the cut when he got released from jail. I would highly recommend that because, yeah, man, he pulls video clips and he goes deep into that. Realistically, from a legal sense, Bill Cosby was set up by an unethical prosecution in Pennsylvania, but the stories themselves of them being drugged and him doing unspeakable acts, it's withdrawn consent accusations before we even had a term for that. Anyways, back to the list of pretenders getting fake degrees. Meryl Streep, great, wonderful, she's probably the most accomplished and best actress that's on this list, but she's a total fucking nutcase. Hey, Muhammad Ali, shout out. I got the picture right over there. Sonny Liston, Muhammad Ali, you know the one. Everybody knows the one, the famous, him standing over a fallen Liston after the phantom punch. But what did he get it in? Okay, legendary boxer Muhammad Ali was awarded an honorary doctorate in draft dodging. Interesting. Aretha Franklin, most overrated. No, there's a long list. But when it comes to individual performers, she might be up there for most overrated performers of all time. I'm gonna get all the smoke for this, and frankly, I don't give a fuck. Denzel Washington, yeah, I got nothing bad to say about him. He's as good as everybody says that he is. Denzel Washington was awarded an honorary doctorate at UPenn. Interesting. Ivy League. Okay, in addition to delivering the institution's commencement speech. I think we've all seen clips from that commencement speech, where I seem to recall him delivering at least something that you hear from a bunch of different motivational collages of him in a robe such as that. I think so. Oprah Winfrey? Oh my god, for what? You get a doctorate. It's too easy. Ben Affleck, for what, being a white knight for Islam? Like, okay, come on. I have great respect for Islam, especially in today's day and age, but overrated director. Oh my god, I hate The Town. Listen, like I said, I'm getting all the smoke on this one. I think The Town is one of the most overrated films I've ever seen in my entire fucking life. What a trash fire that is. It might be well produced or well directed. Okay, maybe it's technically a masterpiece, but fucking garbage. I hated every second of watching that nonsense. Doctor in Fine Arts degree, well, at least that shakes out. Okay, from Brown University, from his hometown. I guess, but I don't know why you're handing this shit out, so I guess he's a doctor. Interesting. Kerry Washington, she graduated from George Washington University, later awarded an honorary doctorate in fine arts degree. Yeah, that's fine. Diddy, for a PhD in coattail riding. Oh, okay, cool. Understandable. Kanye West, oh my god. Yo, we got jokes for days on this one, but he got it for, fine arts in Chicago. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm surprised his mortarboard doesn't have 6 little points on it. That's the only one I'm gonna make. Ed Sheeran looking like he's at a Renaissance fair. The fuck is going on here? Celebrities, and we get down to Hillary Clinton. Well, to be fair, she hasn't really accomplished much other than being a one-term senator from New York and one of the most disastrous Secretary of States. Yeah, it all checks out. Yeah, you guys hear that story of somebody taking a shit in the middle of the aisle in the Broadway presentation between her and her daughter? How art imitates life sometimes. Anyways, Jennifer Garner. What, you couldn't even dye your roots before accepting your doctorate? Holy. Lionel Richie, Doctor of Music degree. That one I'm fine with. That's weird because he's from his work with the Commodores all the way through his solo career, he's probably put in enough work and is accomplished enough to probably have time served towards that doctorate. So I'm actually not mad at that one. That one actually makes sense. For what? For ushering in this soft generation of men, because he was one of the biggest boy band icons that pop out of that late 90s movement, that unless he got it for wifing up Jessica Biel, who's kind of based. But the fact that he has a crying laughy boomer emoji by just saying that I'm a doctor and then laughing about it really would make somebody, second guess that and just take back the fucking scroll at the end of it and it's like, get that shit out of here. He's humbled and grateful. That's fantastic. And then he has Celine Dion for her performance on CNN when all of the poor black people were down there during Hurricane Katrina. Somebody needs to go down there with the kayak and break through the walls. Yo, if you guys haven't seen that meltdown before, I don't want to talk to you about money. Just a little bit of inside baseball for me specifically, because sometimes it's all about me. Whenever I make I never thought that I'd be able to explain this, but whenever I see the word survivors and I do that little inflection on the word, That's from that meltdown right there. It's just, we need to go down. We see the survivors. Oh, she's a fucking nutcase. Now Greta Thunberg's along their ranks as well, but she gets it from, what was that again? The University of Helsinki in Finland. Great. Wonderful, fantastic. Don't you think that there's more pressing issues to be dealing with in Finland, given the fact that they're going to be following a similar fate to that of Italy? Yeah, guess what? Populism is starting to win over tyrannical fucking nut jobs. Sanna Marin, the old party prime minister. She's about to be outed. I remember doing all this stuff, and this 304 is going to be, guess what? She belonged back to the fucking streets. Oh my god, send that bitch. She belongs to the Autobahn. I understand, to a different country, but, same continent, so close enough. But she was down there fucking on a guy in a club, and it's like, what are you doing? Okay, you're somebody's wife, I guess, or community property. Watch, after she loses, she'll probably come out and say, well, it's all because I'm in an open relationship. Yeah, no, you're just a whore. But yeah, we all remember this stuff. When did this stuff break? Okay, and then just her, you're supposed to be a serious politician, and now you're getting your dick kicked in by, the right-wing opposition, and they're having an election on April 2nd. I pray they lose, because nothing would make me happier to see more pictures of her out at Ragers. It's like, she's fine, but she's also 37 years old. So it's like, yuck. Who the fuck wants that? Finland's right-wing opposition National Coalition Party held a narrow lead among voters ahead of the election for parliament on April 2nd. An opinion poll published by Daily Helsingin Sanomat showed on Tuesday. Facing a recession and soaring consumer price inflation, tyrannical lockdown policies, and a fucking nutcase in charge that we need to go and we need to help out all of the people in Ukraine. We have to join into the European Union and we need to... I don't even know a fucking Finnish accent, okay? They're just always just look like degenerate Swedes anyways. Like, the Swedes are hot and then the Finns are just, kind of like if Stockholm was the cliff in 300 and all of the Finns were just the babies that they throw off at the beginning of that only decent Zack Snyder film. Sorry, but I used to watch a lot of hockey back in the cut, and yeah, you could always see the flowing golden locks, paws of all of the Swedish skaters. And then you could also see the Finns there as well, and they were just kind of cretinous with a bunch of, harsh consonants and I's and O's in their name. Like, you got Daniel Alfredsson, and then you got Saku Koivu. And they both played the exact same form of the game anyways. There was no corners on a European hockey rink. That's an inside joke, and if you don't know, well, you don't have to either. Anyways, yeah, so she's doing a terrible job, but what were all of those stories back in the cut that, females, women do it better when it comes to the lockdowns, right, guys? Right? Where are you now? Nowhere. Yeah, that's right. Just give them free doctoral degrees. Make them feel better. Anyways, her left-wing Social Democrat Party, of course, tied for second place. Tied for second place. Aha. The fiscally conservative National Coalition was on track to become the biggest group with 20% of support. Oh, for fuck's sakes. God, I hate parliamentary systems. Because up here in Canada, we're this is what ends up happening with parliamentary systems. And I know people decry, and I'm going to steal a line that I heard from Stephen Crowder, but at least I'm going to source where I heard it from. Brainlets decry the two-party system that's in the United States. Oh, we just have two choices. Well, actually, during my lifetime, he's a little bit older than me, but we can pretty much remember the exact same frame of time. I think he might have cited HW, but for me, it was like the Clinton era all the way through until just before Trump, okay? It's basically the exact same party. And then you take a look at the Senate and the House, outside of very few outliers, mostly the exact same policies. Listen, when push comes to shove, how many people stood up against additional billions of dollars of funding to Ukraine? How many people ever scrutinize the national defense budget and how much pork is stuffed into all of those bills? Yeah, exactly. There's been one party rule in the United States for 3 decades at this point in time, better parts of 4. Because all of those fuckers that are in office right now have been there for the better parts of 3 to 4 decades. Mitch McConnell, Lindsey Graham, Joe fucking Biden, 47 years in public office. And you think that there's a two-party system. Are you having a laugh? But it's so much better than the parliamentary system because up here in Canada, like I was saying before, we're realistically being governed. Sure, bitch Trudeau he's the prime minister, but he's got to take his marching orders from the NDP. If it wasn't for the NDP, he wouldn't have enough votes in the House of Parliament to maintain his leadership. So realistically, yeah, he only has like 30-some% support. All of his support is down there in Toronto, in the Greater Toronto area. That's where the Liberal Party gets all of its seats. I'm not even being hyperbolic. It's just that little dangly dick off of Ontario. That's it. They are the herpes sores on the dick that is, the GTA. But because there's, high teens percentage from the NDP out in fucking the lower mainland of British Columbia. I'm sorry, guys, but that's just a fucking fact. I know that there's a couple of guys that have voiced their own displeasure with the place that they call home that I've interacted with, okay? Because you have that unholy alliance of our version of New York and Los Angeles working together. It's a tyranny of the NDP. All of those terrible policies that, decriminalized hard drugs for one of the biggest overdose capitals in all of the fucking world. And that's what you get with these parliamentary systems where you have to form these little unholy alliances because every once in a while you get an actual majority. You get an actual majority from the Liberal Party. Speaking about Canada, I can't speak about the different goofy ass parties that are around the world. You eventually get one every once in a while from the Liberals or from the Conservatives. And then they can actually govern in congruence with their own policies. But more likely than not, you got to make this little bungled compromise between, okay, Liberals and the NDP don't really differ on a whole bunch of different issues, but if they got to bring in the Greens or they got to work with the Bloc Québécois, okay, then you got to capitulate to the French a little bit more. You got to run a little bit more socialist because the NDP says stuff. The one vote from the Green Party, it's like, okay, cool, solar panels and everything, great, wonderful, fantastic. We were going to do that anyway, so you belong over here. So you just realistically end up with an easy alliance and an uneasy alliance and a tyranny of the minority. But that's why parliamentary systems fucking blow. Oh, it's better representation. Yeah, but you also don't get a direct call on who is the ultimate, decision maker at the end of the day. Unless you happen to live in their riding, which, for 99% of the country, you don't. Anyways, Marin's SDP is the and the Nationalist Finns Party, meanwhile, ran neck and neck at 19.3%. If it's the Finns Party, okay, Nationalist Finns Party, they'd probably work together with the National Coalition, so what would that put them at? Would that push them over the finish line? Not really, and then they'd need additional help from other parties as well, but hey. Long story short, even just looks like the trends are going up for, National Coalition up from 17% 4 years ago. So, cool, man. The party PM can go back to the streets. That's a fucking W. Or maybe, hey, because, Greta's supposed to be receiving her honorary doctorate in May. Looks like Sanna's calendar is about to free up and couldn't be happier and couldn't be happening to a nicer lady. So with all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.